All right, so this is the Dellorto VHSH 30 carb that comes with the rock shifter motor. I have everything loosened up right now so I can show you how it is. You can see I have it off of the boot like I mentioned in the last video. So you can see just the connection type is a little more flexible. So to start with, if I open up the top here, so this is where your throttle cable would feed through. It goes through the top here. Let me open this up. So this is the slide and the needle. So you can see it comes with a slide marked 40 M1. The needle isn't here, so to get to that, you would loosen up this this nut here, and then you'd be able to get to the needle. There is a clip on the needle that will change your carburation in kind of like a mid-throttle state. So it comes with it on the quote-unquote 2 setting. I changed it on this one, but just keep that in mind that this is how you get to this. The other thing to note is that this only goes in one way. So if you put it in the wrong way, like this, it won't go all the way down. Actually, I'm sorry, that was the right way. Let me put it in the wrong way to show you. So if I turn it around here, I try to put it in, it stops at the top, just like that. Doing this all one-handed, so it's a little hard to get right. But this is obviously the wrong way. You're gonna have a hell of a time getting that cap on, and you're gonna know pretty quickly that you did something wrong here. So make sure you put that in the right way. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that out to make things a little easier for myself. On the bottom side, unfold this a little bit here. On the bottom side, this is where you can open up the carb and get to the floats, the jets, the emulsion tube, all that stuff. Dellorto did make things easy, and obviously I have it all loose now, but they have one pretty big nut here that you can loosen up without taking the whole bottom off. And if you take this off, like so, you can get to the main jet. So that makes things really easy. You don't need to take off the whole bottom of the carb to get to the main jet. You can just take off one part while your carb is installed. You're gonna have a bunch of gas dump out, but then you can get to the main jet, replace that, put that back on, and you're good to go. So while we're talking about this, the carb comes with a 160 main jet DP268 emulsion tube. Again, that is illegal for the US. I think there's some other videos online. I can just imagine that this is what is used in Europe, but in the US you need to change it to be legal. There's a couple tubes in there that are 60. Those are good. They're legal. The inner pilot is B45. You can change this. You could do like B46, 47, 48. I didn't change it on this one, but that's something you could play with if you're really fine-tuning some of your carb settings. 4.0 gram floats, that is legal. 250 needle seat, you can change this, I believe. I didn't on this one, and then like I said before, there's a K98 needle, that's what you need, and the clip is on 2 by the factory default. So let's open this up, and bear with me, because again, one-handed here. Let's see, gotta do one more. There's 3 4mm Allen bolts. So once I take that off, you can kind of see what's in the carb. So these white plastic pieces are your floats here. You can see the main jet. The emulsion tube is below that. This is what you need to change. It is a little hard to get to. You can see the hex is all the way down in the bottom. You got to get a little creative on how you're going to get to that and not destroy some stuff in the carb. So I had to do it very carefully. And the B45 is below one of these, I can't remember, but these are your 60 tubes here. So changing the B45, definitely more involved, and probably not all that necessary when you're just starting out. I would probably just leave it. But that's what it looks like. Here's a fuel filter as well. So yeah, that's what the carb looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together, but hope this helps, and I can't wait to show you guys the chassis build and how it all comes together on the carb.